Let me just start this off. Welcome everyone to our Discover Arbonne this evening. I'm Jeanette Stoneman, an independent consultant with Arbonne International, and we're here with Tonia Mallory tonight as she is going to share with others why she joined this amazing business. So Tonia, please share your story with Arbonne.
Okay, well, first of all, I was invited to a sip and spa party, not knowing what it was. So I thought it was just a few of us girls getting together and sipping on whatever beverage we like to sip on and watch some movies and chit chat. But when I got there, it was an Arbonne party. I had never heard of Arbonne, and the information was really interesting that was shared with us. So that night, of course, I'm Google Queen. I went and Googled just about everything that I can remember that they had discussed. And that whole week, I was just Googling, staying up until like midnight, looking up and, just doing a lot of research. And it really drew me to wanting to do more for myself, health-wise, skin-wise, and financially. And it was really exciting to have been a part of that party. And I even made myself, it's not an official Arbonne cup, but this is what I bought.
Oh, I love that.
It.
That is so cute.
Everything I buy has a purpose for my business. This reminds me of networking, because in the diagram, in some of the videos, and some of the literature, it's not a pyramid this way, because a pyramid, which are most companies, you have one CEO, then you have some higher up managers underneath them, and it just goes, and most of the people are at the bottom layer. Networking is when you're spreading out and you have several vice presidents and you have several directors. This cup reminds me of that. So this is going to be it's not Arbonne's, but it's my official Arbonne cup, because every time I look at this cup, I think of networking, because it's spreading out all the way around.
I love that. Love it. So Tonia, why don't you share with your dad and with others why you decided to join Arbonne, like what your why is?
My why is, first of all, I was able to shake hands and personally meet people who are actually doing great in the business and who have actually been able to retire themselves from corporate America.
I love that.
And from the school systems.
Yes.
And I just felt that it was the right thing to do. And I've never had that feeling before with other propositions, because I have to actually believe in what I'm doing to be successful at it. And I believe in these products. I actually want a tube of lipstick, which I did share on my Facebook page, but I think I need to go ahead and put that collage I put together on my business page. I want to be able to, my main thing also is that I want to be able to, if not start nonprofit organizations, be able to be a part of some and do some chair work, leg work on that. I want to be able to get rid of my student loans. Mm-hmm. And it's just a list of things. I want to do some home improvements. I would love to be able to retire myself and be able to work for myself and free up some of my time so I can be more accessible to my family. You know, my parents are getting older, and I don't want to have to worry about, oh gosh, I got to be able to put in for this time off. And if I can't have that time off, am I going to be penalized for having to call out? You know, I just want to be more of a value to myself and others, basically.
I love that.
It will allow me to do just that.
Yes, it will. Well, thank you for sharing, Tonia. So I just want to thank everyone for jumping on the call today. And if you're not on the call right now, the great thing is we're recording this so that we can get this into your hands. So I just want to thank everyone. Time is super valuable. So thank you again. So what I'm going to do is just briefly introduce myself and also just the business side of Arbonne and why Tonia wants to share that. But Tonia, for you, I just want to say that I'm just very excited. Our team of givers and believers are just thrilled to have you part of our team. You have a dynamic personality. Just what you want in life is exactly what we like to give in Arbonne. You have such a giving heart. And when you shared with me that you wanted to start nonprofit organizations and all the things that you want to do, you have such a serving and giving heart. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about you. And that's probably why everyone loves you to pieces. And I just know that when you start this journey with Arbonne, know that us leaders in Arbonne, we're going to guide you every single step of the way so that your dreams can come true and so that you can help others, because that's what this business is all about, networking. You have that right. We're all about just helping others and empowering other women, especially men as well. But, my close place is with the moms, because we just have such big visions and dreams. So thank you for sharing that. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeanette Stoneman. I am with Arbonne International. I'm actually a jack of all trades. So I'm a mom to 4 beautiful kids. I'm a wife as well, and I'm a best friend. And my passion in life is just helping others. My degree's in biology, but for some reason I ended up in the restaurant industry. I'm almost 40 years old as well. But I've been running restaurants since I was about the age of 24, general managing them, so had big responsibilities. Even though my degree and my background is in biology, I have no idea how I ended up in the restaurant world, but I did. And I also had big dreams. I've always had this entrepreneur mindset of owning many different things. So that entrepreneur mindset started at an early age. But I will say, owning your own business also takes a lot of time. There are times before I had children that I was working 60, 80 hours a week, and I was building someone else's dream. So at one point when I was general managing a restaurant, I was working close to 80 hours in Charlottesville. I built a restaurant from ground up, but I literally was there all the time. And then all of a sudden, I had a little girl. And I had a nanny at the time, and our nanny got to see all the milestones of my child versus me, and I couldn't stand it. So I was like, I got to do something else. I need something with more choices. So I actually just put a 6-month resignation in, and I quit that job. And I took care of my little beautiful girl. I thought that I could juggle all of that, but being a mom was like my number one thing for me. But then I had to do something else as well. So I went back into the restaurant world, but on my own time. And I just went waiting tables just to get out of the house. And I ended up in management once again. But the second time I was in management, I worked my own hours. It was all totally, my schedule. But as I start to grow and having a bigger family, I just envisioned that God had given me a bigger purpose in life than just being at the restaurant. Even though I loved it, I knew that I had this big serving heart. I had big dreams like Tonia. I always have wanted to do nonprofit organizations and missionary work. I felt God had put that on my heart, and I just didn't know how I was going to do it. Arbonne was introduced to me 5 years ago. I never saw it as a business opportunity. I had lots of hesitations when I looked at this business. I thought it was a pyramid scheme when, just like how Tonia was describing, but that's what I thought of this business. I was never taught network marketing. I was always taught you either go to college and then you work your way up in a business, or if you didn't go to college, you just found a job and you just worked there until the day you retired. And hopefully you saved enough money to retire on. I never was taught this third door called network marketing. It just wasn't taught to me. And maybe it's an age thing, Tonia, that it wasn't taught to us, but it is the business of the 21st century. People are looking for an opportunity to work from home on their own time and build a wealth. And it may not be a wealth for everyone that we think money-wise. Wealth to me is having time with my family and also just giving to others. So I joined Arbonne just to have choices in life and to dream big. All of those goals we have in life, paying off our bills, going on a dream vacation. I used to think that was a dream, like, wow, to pay off our debt. But then I realized that is just a common goal. A common goal that everyone has is paying off debt. That's not dreaming yet. That's just a reality. So now that I've joined my Arbonne business, I've learned to literally dream. Like I actually envision, having a nonprofit organization that reaches out to children all around the world, that teaches them, one, a life of God where they, love and serve him and know that he's always there, and a way to educate children. So that's my vision, and I know it's going to happen, and I know that Arbonne will be the vehicle that allows me that choice. So that's my story with Arbonne. And the next thing I'm going to do is just share the business side of it, because I think that's one of the most important things about Arbonne is the business side. How do you make the money and how do you show others to make money in our company? So what I'm going to do is just bear with me. I'm going to share one of my screens so that we can walk through the slideshow together because I am a visual person. So bear with me for 1 second. All right. You guys can see all my little thumbnails on my screen. All right, so it's loading up right now. You guys can see it?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So discover Arbonne. Now, as I go through this presentation, I just want you guys to have a very open mind and a very open heart because this is something completely different than what we've been taught, but maybe you've already heard of network marketing, so maybe this may not be different for you. So just have an open mind to all of this. So discover Arbonne. As you can see, there's all these different people on the cover of this, and every single person you're looking at is actually an Arbonne consultant. So we spend zero money on any type of models or advertising. These are genuine Arbonne consultants. And the first guy right there that's on the phone, his name is Ian Pritchard. I actually got to meet him, and I was really excited when I did. He was like my celebrity. All right, so the Arbonne story. What makes Arbonne so different? Well, we've been around 36 years. I know on here it says 35, but it's actually been 36 years. We're on the cutting edge of research and development. When I researched this business, of course, I wanted something that was cutting edge, that had a lot of science behind the products, and it wasn't just another face wash. It wasn't just another bag of protein, that there was science behind the ingredients. We have a passionate culture of independent consultants. Tonia, you came to our meeting and you got to see how dynamic our group was. Everybody was so different, but yet everybody was so passionate about what they did, and everyone was so serving of others. We have a global opportunity. So the great thing about our business is just like how I'm doing this call right here, I can actually launch my team globally. So I can have a team in New Zealand, I can have a team in Poland, and I can actually start an international business, which I think is fantastic, and in the comfort of my own office. We have a generous compensation plan. We have an opportunity for you to will your business to your 2 generations. And we have a great, amazing home office team and the state-of-the-art distribution and support centers. So, of course, everything is all the technology behind it. We have every resource for you to be successful. The only thing that won't let you be successful is your own self-doubt. That's the only thing stopping you from reaching to the top of the company, nothing else. All right, so the Arbonne product advantage. Why are we so unique? All of our products are plant-based formulations. We don't use heavy chemicals. We actually ban 1,400 chemicals from our products. And I just want to throw a number out there, and I'm going to let you think about it. How many ingredients do you think American products ban? It's 10 to 14 ingredients, where we ban close to 1,400. We are pH correct, hypoallergenic. We're vegan certified. If you don't know anything about vegan certifications, it's extremely hard to get because a lot of products have filler in them, because filler is cheap for cosmetic companies to purchase, so they buy it. We're dermatologist tested, we're clinically proven, and all of our clinical studies are not done by us. It's done by a third party. We're never tested on animals, and we're built on Swiss heritage. So some of you may be wondering, like, what does that mean? Swiss is literally the best of the best when it comes to skincare. They're the strictest and they're the most purest. And anyone that's in the cosmetology industry knows when you hear Swiss, it's going to be the best of the best. Just like when we hear Rolex, we know, wow, you've got a nice timepiece. All right, so the Arbonne advantage, what our products are formulated without. So I like this part of it because before I did Arbonne, I never realized how many products have these, and I didn't know that they were toxic for you. So some of these aren't toxic, but some are. So gluten, a lot of gluten intolerance right now. Lots of kids, lots of parents are finding out they have gluten celiac disease. Gluten is in so much of our food products, but yet we fail to remember that we're being so conscious of what we put in our mouths, but what we put on our skin absorbs into our bloodstream in 26 seconds. It's called transdermal absorption. I know that's a big, long word, and you're probably like, huh? But a great analogy are estrogen patches and nicotine patches. You know how they put them right on your skin? It's because it absorbs right into your bloodstream. So that's a great analogy that I like to use. We're also formulated without petroleum or mineral oil. So that second word there, I used to think mineral oil was this great, fantastic word. I heard mineral and then I heard oil. But little did I know that it was a byproduct of gasoline. And it's cheaper for them to sell it than it is to dispose of it. So a lot of cosmetic companies use mineral oil. And that's why sometimes some of your lotions, you'll constantly reapply that lotion because it literally acts as saran wrap on your skin. It doesn't allow anything in your skin and it doesn't allow anything out of your skin, literally trapping it. So check your products because mineral oil is in about 90% of your products. We're not formulated with formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a preservative and we do not use it. It's toxic for you. No chemical dyes and fragrances. You know how when you buy certain lotions, I'm not going to name any stores, and they always sell our lotions and everything smells so good, right? There's a reason for it. It's because all the other products and ingredients that are in it smell so terrible. They have to mask the smell of it. So that's why we pride ourselves on not using any type of fragrances. When you smell our products, it's genuinely the plants or the ingredients that are in it. No artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. So not only do we carry skincare, but we also have the health and wellness side of Arbonne as well. No parabens and phthalates. Those are linked to cancer, and so we do not use them. They're also a type of preservative. We use a natural plant-based preservative. So that's what I love about Arbonne is that we're formulated without all of those things, and most of those things that we're formulated without are in many things. So that's what makes us so different. We have a wide range of consumable products. So some of you may be wondering, oh, I thought it was just skincare, or you may have thought, oh, this is only nutrition. Or you may not have known anything about Arbonne, but we carry everything: skincare, nutrition, sun, makeup, bath and body, hair. And we also have a men's line, which I love as well because men love to stay beautiful too. All right, so RE9 Advanced Clinical Study. So this is one of our flagship lines. It's our skincare. This is what put us on the map. So we are ranked as the #1 department store brand. Even though we're not carried in a department store, we just outrank them. And we're the leading MLM. So direct sales, we are the leading company when it comes to that. And then you can just pretty much read the results. Like we're #1 when it comes to our daily extra moisturizer. And our moisturizer has an SPF of 20. And you can get regular moisture or extra moisture. It's up to you. You get to choose. And then we have the intensive renewal serum. It's one of my favorite things. It actually helps cellular renewal rate. There's a lot of science behind that using peptides and so forth to help turn over the cells of your face. So if you come to a meeting, you'll notice that a lot of the Arbonne girls have this very glowing skin. And the reason is because it's the serum that we use. The corrective eye cream, that's also #1 as well. And it helps with fine lines and circles around the eyes. A lot of people ask me, should I really be using an eye cream? And I'm like, yeah, you really should, because the pores around your eyes are actually smaller than your face. So you need something that can absorb into the little small pores of your face. I'm going to go to the next slide. All right, so the other thing that I absolutely love, and I forgot to tell you guys this, but I'm a fitness instructor. So by day, that's what I do, and I'm passionate about it. But once again, it goes back to me wanting to help others. I have that huge pull in my heart. So most of my clients that I love to work with are those that really need some help when it comes to healthy living. So the 30 Days to Healthy Living is what I coach, and Arbonne has this amazing program. It was in clinical trials with Mayo Clinic, which is amazing that they would even look at our program. So it pretty much is a refresh button. It helps reduce the number of toxins you ingest, and it increases the number of toxins you eliminate. It's a fantastic program. If you are somewhat interested, I definitely think you should ask to look at a video or learn more by hosting a workshop so you can hear all about this. But all we do is we teach you how to eat clean, whole foods. I know that word can be scary for a lot of people, but it just means eating. Imagine rewinding the clock 100 years ago before there's grocery stores with everything in a box. So you're just eating, chicken, just fresh whole foods, vegetables, things like that. You avoid allergenic foods. So some of you may be wondering, I don't really have any allergies, but let me tell you, during the whole 30-day Clean Eat program, we eliminate a lot of foods. And believe it or not, when you eliminate them, you realize like, oh, that's the food that was causing me to have stomach issues, or that food was causing my skin to look like this, or I feel so much better that I don't eat this anymore. So that's the reason why we eliminate certain foods. And then we use the Arbonne products to make this transition a little easier just for the 30 days. And all the products are pure, safe, and beneficial. Are you guys still with me?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So here's the great thing about Arbonne. I'm going to show you what a traditional business model looks like. So me being, knowing how my parents own businesses, so I know how these work. You start with a manufacturer. So let's say you buy a face wash for it costs $5 to make that face wash. By the time you pay the wholesaler, the warehouser, the sales force people, the retailers, and it got into your hands, that $5 product is now going to cost $40 to $50 because everyone in the middle has to get paid. And that's your traditional business model. But I can tell you what comes with that. And this is a known fact. 10% of businesses are successful. The other 90% fail. And the reason why they fail is because it's a high risk. You have employees, you have payroll, huge overhead expenses. And let me tell you, you are going to work a lot of hours, a ton of hours. Your business pretty much owns you. And if any of us, I know most of us on the call, we are at that age when we have experienced friends, or maybe yourself that has started a business, and you may have experienced one of these things. And me being in the restaurant industry, I've seen many restaurants open, I've seen many restaurants close, and I know the amount of work that goes into them. It's a lot, a whole lot. Now, Arbonne, this is the reason why I love the Arbonne model. So it pretty much goes to the manufacturer. It's made in Irvine, California. That's where all Arbonne products are made. And then it literally doesn't even touch your hands as a consultant. It goes straight to the consumer. So you never, ever, ever in Arbonne have to stock product ever. And if you ever have someone tell you, if you join a business where you have to spend $2,000 or whatever amount of money for a startup kit, that is red flags. Arbonne never tells you to stock. Arbonne never tells you to dig in your own pocket to hit goals. It does not work like that. It literally, you sell a product, you go online, put it in, and it gets shipped directly to that person. So you never have to get in your car and drive across town and put it in their hands. I love, 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 love that. Your clients can order online. It's so simple. Arbonne stocks, they deliver. Consumable products means repeat orders. So people are going to run out of their face wash. They're going to run out of their protein, their hair shampoo, and they're going to reorder by themselves online. And this is a great time because you get to leverage your time. Imagine waking up and then looking at your sales and you're like, oh my goodness, someone put in a $250 order. You made money while you're asleep. It doesn't get more beautiful than that. So why Arbonne? This little study right here, there's like these 4 little blocks here. There was a study done by a Harvard graduate. He was a professor, and he did a study with some of his students. They're studying network marketing companies because they've been booming so much. And so they did a study on what makes a network marketing company viable. What makes it viable? So you only had to have one of these 4 aspects to make your business viable, which is a consumable product, demand for health and wellness, which I hope you all know it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's already projected to be that. It had to have the ability to leverage your time, and it had to be internet-based. People are busy. Most people right now, if they can get it online, like myself, I will put an order online. Instead of dragging 4 little people to the store with me, I will order as much as possible online. So guess what? Arbonne actually satisfies all 4. We don't just have one aspect. We have all 4 of them. And when I heard that, I was like, yes. So that global opportunity that I was talking about. So Arbonne is global. All the green places on the map is where we are. So we're in the United States. We're in Canada. We're in Australia. We're in New Zealand and in Poland England, and now we're going to be in Taiwan at the end of the year. So just imagine if you just knew one person in Australia, your business just went global. You are a global business. And imagine that one person who sees your vision, and that one person now asks someone in Poland to join. Your business now is in over 3 continents. Like, how amazing is that? And you can run your business without ever having to get on a plane to get there, but from your laptop. So this is basically it. It starts with you. It's just one. And then you literally build a network of people out of that one bubble. And as you can see, it grows and grows. So most people then ask me, how much money do you make? And how do you make the money? So this is how you make it. You start off as a consultant. It starts with you. You say, yes, I'm going to make this decision, and I'm just going to follow those that are successful in Arbonne. They're going to teach me exactly what to do. And when you promote, you hit district manager, and my goal is, Tonia, to promote you to that within the first 2 months of your business. I know it says 1 to 5 months, but my goal is always the first 2 months of your business, because I want to show you how to make money. So when you do that, you can make anywhere from $200 to $1,000 a month. Now, some of you may be like, that's awesome, because that's my extra cushion. So when I look at that money, that's kind of maybe if you're in retirement mode, that's a great way to save money for a little nest egg for when you retire. If you're younger, this is a great opportunity if you own your own home, that you can have that extra bit of money in case, something breaks or you need something fixed. So that's just a little visual of what a district manager level can get you. An area manager is where you're replacing some salaries. Let's look at teacher salaries. If you're a police officer, let's look at just those types of jobs. That's when you're replacing income at that area manager level. And that can happen anywhere from 5 to 11 months. And you can make up to $3,500 a month. It's up to you. But the great thing about this level is your business becomes willable. So if you have a family and you have this amazing business, if something unforeseen was to happen to you, granted, we would never want that to happen, but you could will your business 2 generations. So your children, your husband, your loved one can carry on your business even while you're not here. So your business just doesn't go away. They can actually start and take it where you left it. Now, the regional vice president, you see that little Mercedes emblem. So that's when you get the Arbonne car. And Arbonne, we have a white Mercedes-Benz. So what we gift you is a $800 allowance for a white Mercedes. So let's say you find one and your payment's $400. Then you can just pocket the other $400 and use that towards insurance and gas. So I love that. And I forgot to tell you, on district manager, you also can get a bonus of $200 a month as well. Now, your regional vice president, that's a really big jump there. The average is about $8,000, so it's right in the middle that you make a month. And I know that when I looked at this business, because I'm such an analytical person, I was like, there's only got to be 4 people. 4 people or 5. I was such a doubter. I am probably the biggest doubter there is. I research every single thing. But this past year at our Vegas conference, we had 18,000 women and men at our annual conference, and we promoted over 250 brand new regional vice presidents here in the United States. Like, that is an amazing number. And then for that national vice president, that's like the top level of our company. These are just titles. I thought there was only a few, but this past year we promoted over 45 new national vice presidents in our company. Can you believe that? Over 45. So that means over 45 people this year, brand new, are making $22,000 a month. How many people do you know, let's say, that work at a corporate America job, are they promoting that many in 1 year making that amount of money? I can tell you the number is none. I doubt they promote that many people brand new every year to make that type of money. So how far you go in our company is up to you. There are some in our company that make 6 figures a month. There are top income earners, and they do get recognized, and they make up to 6 figures a month. Did it happen overnight? No. If anyone ever tells you this business can overnight, you're going to make money, I would run away. Run the other way, because this is a business that you have to work at. But the wonderful thing about it is, even if it took you 10 years to make $22,000 a month, wouldn't you take a look at this opportunity? It's amazing. There's no other job, even if it took me 10 years being in the restaurant industry, I've been in for over 20 years. I would never, ever in my life have the opportunity to make $22,000 a month. Never. And I know the only person that's stopping me from ever making that is myself. So I took a look at this opportunity when I saw this and was like, I'm a hard worker. I have a vision and I know that I can do this. And when I saw that I can hit the top of this company, immediately I thought, who can I take with me? Who can I teach to do the same exact thing? Who else knows they have a purpose in life bigger than what they are serving now? And so when I learned that, I was like, I'm going to take as many people that are wanting and willing to do the work to the top of this company so that they can teach others, because all of us only have one life and there's only so many hours in a day. And I want to enjoy my life and give in ways that I never thought imagined. So that is our compensation plan. Let me think. I think we have another slide. So where do you see yourself? This business isn't for everyone. And I always like to put that out there. It's not for everyone. It may or may not be a fit for you. And you may be watching this going, oh my gosh, I love every little thing. And you may be watching this going, no, this is not me at all. But where do you see yourself? You can always host. So you're on Tonia's Zoom call. Host for Tonia. Empower her. Support her. Host a workshop so that she can meet new people, so she can network new people. You never know. You never know if someone at your workshop is looking for this opportunity or loving or wanting some products at work. You can also be a client. You can be a preferred client. So in Arbonne, you can sign up for $20. You pay it one time, and then for the rest of the year, you get 20% off any product that you want. You can sign up as an independent consultant, just like Tonia, and see a career opportunity, or you might just want to get an awesome discount. And you can do that. You can sign up as an independent consultant. You could start earning money immediately. So the great thing about it is Tonia doesn't have to wait to make money. She can make money the day she started. She will get a paycheck next month. So there is never a time where you won't make money. You make money the minute you sell a product. So I'm going to go on to the next slide. So these are some common fears and hesitations. I had them. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. As you can see, I don't have enough people. What will people think? What am I getting into? So all of those fears and hesitations I had, I was like, but let me go through them really quick. So if you're like, I don't have enough time, then you need this business, because this business will give you time. I don't have enough money. Well, if you don't have enough money, then let's show you how you can make some money, because you got to spend a little bit of money to make money, but we don't tell you to spend a lot. It's $79 to start making money in Arbonne. But I do recommend to get on some products, because it's kind of hard to sell product if you're not using product, right? I don't know enough people. Well, I was a mom of 4 that pretty much worked and came home. I didn't have a huge circle of friends, but I had just that one friend, not one, but I had a few that supported me, and that's how I got to meet more. I just met a few here and there, and my network grew. What will people think? This was a big thing for me. My parents came, my mom is Korean, my dad's Mexican. They worked their way up, in our country, and they, wanted us to have an education. So for them to see me do this instead of doing something else, it was really hard. I was scared on what my friends would think of me too. And then what am I getting into? But I always, go back to, this is your dream, and you should do what your heart desire and not what others think of you. This is your life. Live your life the way you want and not how others want. Because if you live your life like others, you're never going to achieve your dreams and success, right? Because all those that are successful in life had tons of no's, had a lot of naysayers, I call them dream stealers. And they never would have made it in where they did if they listened to those, I call it the noise around you. So just dream big. This conference is going to end in a few minutes because I only had it timed for X amount of time, but just dream big. Think about what makes and motivates you in life, and just dream big and go there. And if any of this slightly intrigues you, please get with Tonia so that she can share more. I would love to grab some coffee with you, so I can get to know you more and see that this business is a fit for you. But I just want to thank all of you so much for just jumping onto this call and letting me share a little bit of what I do and letting Tonia share a little bit of what she does. And we're just really excited. And I'm really excited, Tonia, for you, most of all, for starting this business. So thank you so much for trusting me. And I'm going to just show you how to go to the top of the company. So I'm really excited to see what 30, 60, 90 days, 6 months out, a year, and even more. And I can't wait to see your team and you doing these calls with your team, because you're going to be there.
Thank you so much, Jeanette. And I just want to express that, yes, I am nervous. This is something new for me, but I want to say that I absolutely have a great team. They stay in contact with me. I can't even get it out. Contact with me throughout the week. The only day I don't hear anything is Sunday, and that's the day of rest and regroup and develop your relationship with God on that day of rest, even though you develop it throughout the week. But that's the time for you to just rejuvenate for the rest of the week. And again, I have a great team, and I don't feel like I'm left out to sea, like, here, do this. And I'm like crickets, like, what's going on? What's going on around me? Hello, I'm over here. So, and they do meet once a month, every first Tuesday. So